Hey folks, welcome to episode 90 of this Let's Play series of Shadow Empire. We are on round 142. I've just spent about an hour going right through my empire and building stuff that I need, basically. More logistics. Like, look, my logistics is looking pretty healthy. If we just go to the bottlenecks, you see that for the most part, we're looking pretty healthy. There are still... this is the one that's the big one here. And then we've also got a problem here at Maysville. This is in the third SHQ. Now, if we go over to the western side of the Empire, in the western front, you'll see that the other big one here is a artificial biped. Now, this one it's this desert, and it's also the fact that artificial biped is really difficult to get anybody to stay here. Like, nobody wants to be here, even though I'm kind of like, look, we're going from an early civilization upwards, and I've played a few stratagem cards, but it's becoming quite difficult. Look, I put a security outpost here, a viewpoint, a few bits and pieces just to try and make it a little bit more habitable, but we're still really struggling. So this is the big one here. However, this is our main route now between, into this part of the first SHQ. And we are getting, look, you'll see that we are actually getting supply to nearly all our troops now. Pretty much everybody's starting to get supply, which is great news. What we do need now, the critical thing down here is to get these troops replacements, and it's difficult at the moment. I need to get some more. I think I need to get some more troops down here. So anyway, we'll deal with that shortly. Let's have a look at the history for this turn. Robosphere is not doing much. This one's Tarador. Montefell. Oh, yeah, let's watch this one. They're not doing anything exciting to us, necessarily. But it's kind of interesting to see them. They look like they're kind of falling back a little bit. Now, if I invaded them, providing I had some armoured support, I could probably take quite a lot of territory off them really quickly. Skip those guys, and we'll skip Gigare as well. Now, I've got a non-aggression pack with Gigare packs now, so I feel a little bit more happy. I feel a little bit more comfortable with removing my troops from their border. I mean, they are much more technologically advanced to me, but I think it would be a mistake for them to invade me, because if they did, I would probably end this war here with Caranon packs, and then I'd focus completely on them, and I'd, especially with my logistics in a better state, I could probably transfer a lot of troops over to that butt front quite quickly. So here we go with Tarafel. Now, Tarafel... Okay, defender stood firm. So they were trying to break out of this encirclement here. And they pushed us back, but with massive casualties. Look, they actually lost a lot of troops here. And we lost 600, 700 troops. So we lost this battle, but that was a Pyrrhic victory, I'd say, for Tarafel. They lost, a lot of troops. They lost more than us by a fair way. So, I can take losses like that. They probably can't. Again, defender stood firm. So their sudden push is grinding to a halt. Now once I've got some more troops down here, and my logistic systems are looking better, and I've got aircraft, I think that I can get a handle on that situation. For a little while, it looked like it was getting a bit out of hand. And I was like, wow, they're taking a lot of territory. These aliens are starting to kind of move back now. I think they've realised that they're bitten off more than they can chew trying to push through my forces there. Okay, let's have a look at the vidcon. Yeah, so the main reason why I went through and did all the logistical stuff first was, one, because I kind of just started doing it, and then I realised I'd done quite a lot. But the other reason is because I want to cut down on the episode length now, because I really want, anybody who's made it this far, like 90 episodes into a series, I really want to keep people watching. And I want it to be, because it is tactically it's much more exciting now than it was at the start of the game. But I think that, I don't want it to drag on. Okay. Just going to go through this stuff relatively quickly. We've gained discipline, which is going to give us a tax bonus. Now, we also created blocker number 3. We've discovered jetpack infantry. We discovered mechanized armored assault infantry army, and we've got loads of cards. Now, we got this emergency tax card, and I did this off screen, but I played this card on Aurora, which was basically the largest place that I've got. It doesn't make anywhere near as much money as it used to, but I made about 6,000, which was basically enough for me to, you know, hopefully, now that we've got, oops, profile, there we go. Now we've actually got discipline, we're going to get a 50% tax bonus. So I'm hoping that 50% is enough. Let's just have a look at the, where are we? Treasury cash flow this turn. We were in the green this turn, look. So, oh no, we're not. Sorry, beg your pardon. So we made 7,500, and we're in the red by 4,000. Oh well, 3,000 something or other. So nearly 4,000. So this is like, we are still, you know, fairly in the red. But I'm hoping that 50% tax income. Well, what's that's going to be? It's going to be just about enough to cover it, I think. So let's hope that is the case. National decisions: incident with illicit support to activists. Sonic Kamal, the venerable Sonic Kamal, who's been with us for a long time now, and he's got some really good He's got some really good skills. He's the director of Skull Tower. They're angry with me. They're angry with him. Now, I want to ignore it, but it's going to annoy all these people. But then, oh, did Micah Strutter finally join her? Oh, she finally joined faction. Look, in fact, she's the faction leader. That's probably why she was waiting then. It's interesting. They've got quite high ambition. I wonder if that affects whether they decide to join a faction as a leader or not. Well, anyway, I think I'm just going to ignore it here. Oh wow, I'll lose a lot of autocracy though. Like, autocracy's well overtaken democracy now. See, we've got all these. Yeah, hold on. 8% chance every turn to lose this regime feat. Yeah, we've gone really, really high into autocracy instead of democracy now, and I can't really afford. I mean, it probably would be wise for me to lose some autocracy here. Probably. Set salaries for your leaders. Right, this is a difficult one because we have made a promise. We've got a demand, look, and we've got 7 turns, but we've got to make the soldiers' morality 76, look, and the progress is 62%. So I might have to just raise up the salary. Let's just have a look quickly what we're spending on the soldiers. So we're spending 2,140 so far. That's at 0.005 credits. Look at this, we've got 37 OHQ commanders. Yeah, I think that... Well, what are we going to do here? Well, I'm tempted to raise it because I really want to make that... I mean, I need to make that promise. Show you why, look. I mean, we are truthful with the word, so we can afford to lose one, but I'd rather not. Thing is, money is a big thing. I might just pop it up. Let's put it up a fair amount and just see how that works.
Copy that.
Okay, soldier morale increased by 10. Is that enough, though? So what do we need it to be? Sorry, I'm just having a moment. Here we go. So we need to reach 76, and it's currently 62. We've got 7 rounds. So let's try. I'll just keep trying to raise their rate. Raise their wages basically, because I'd like to make that. I can always drop it down again afterwards. It's a bit cheeky, but there you go. Model Design Council overview. Right, we can actually make jetpacks now. I thought that you could have jetpack infantry with battle dress, but you can't by the looks of it. It looks like heavy combat armor is the best that you can have. So let me just go back and show you. So this is going to come out quite quickly, and I want these guys. I haven't really seen the enemy using them, so let's go for laser rifles and heavy combat armor.
Understood.
And that should come out next turn. And if we can get a decent model of them, well, that would be great because we can use them. Our worker in Rioriune are harassed. Try and investigate. Critical failure. Ah, look at that. Worker happiness decreased by 40%. I've got to keep my I want to keep my democracy high, so I'm just going to try and pay these off, even though I haven't got much money. But I'm going to have to do it, I think. Marauders in Salzburg. Let's give them the success. Okay. Waste disposal accident in Photocron. I mean, look, it seems like there's a lot of these every turn, but this turn I really didn't have very many decisions compared to the last, which is really good. Okay, we should be able to do this. Critical success. Well done. Okay. Waste disposal accident in Palisade. Wow, there's a lot of these. I think you can solve this alone. Affirmative. Success. There we go. Okay, orders for the Governor of Rioriune. I want to change the name of that because I don't like it. So I've actually changed one of the names to Edinburgh, which is kind of quite near the city where I live. Or the city quite near to where I live, I should say. So I changed, I can't remember what it was called now, but it was something for me that was difficult to kind of get my head around. So this one I might change to, let's call it the City of Hell, Nottingham. Seriously, like if you're from Nottingham, or if you've ever been there, you'll understand why I call it the City of Hell. It's not actually that bad. Well, there's a mixed bag. Right, so yeah, let's put the worker happiness up. Sorry, the worker salary up. Probably I don't want it to put it up that high though. Got to be a bit careful. Allow emergency food.
We'll go.
Yeah, happiness went up 50%. There we go. Yeah, I have been kind of changing some of the names of these cities just so that if they're a little bit more. Hey, look, this one's Edinburgh. Look, I forget which one it was now. But I changed it. Oh, I think it was. I can't remember what it's called now. I called this one Skull Spire, and I realised actually that's a little bit close to Skull Tower, but never mind. And it's Spire is S for South, and it's kind of in the south. Why is this delegated? Let's undelegate that. Move delegation. There we are. Photocron, Derby, Westgard. I don't know which one Nottingham was now. Oh, there we are. Nottingham down here. So, okay. Let's go and look at the eastern front of the game first. I think actually we'll see that this is. Yeah, look, these guys are mostly done. So let's see if we can. They look like they're in. Oh no, they're not in a posture. Siege Infantry Battalion. Supposed to be Siege Infantry. Why haven't they got any guns? Okay, some of them have got guns, some of them don't. Obviously lost some of their guns. Let's these are just HQ units, look. If we've got loads of infiltration cards, no, we haven't. Put them on all out attack. Come on, you can do it.
Let's go.
Wow, they're holding so hard. They haven't even got any supply.
Get out.
I'm amazed at that. I mean, what is giving them such a bonus? Oh, they're in a they are in a posture, and I guess these guys aren't the best at attacking. Wow, that's incredible though. Let's get rid of that, because if they attack us back, then we'll be in big trouble. Oh, this is Robosphere as well. Let's just take this unit out.
All clear, sir.
Okay, we got those to surrender. Not often I attack with HQ units. I occasionally will, when times are desperate. So, okay, we've got four formations here. Oh no, three. We've got the 6th Corps. We've got the 11th, and then we've got the 28th. Now, the 28th are a heavy machine gun brigade. I'd like to finish these guys off pretty quick if I can. They should be fairly softened up by now, shall we say? And there's not that many of them. I think we can probably safely leave them in. We'll just leave them cooking a little bit longer. There we go, now we've started to cut supply lines. Still got some villagers, look, with some... Still got some free folk. This looks like we could do it. Let's get it now. Let's get it done now. Don't really want to lose anyone. Yeah, we got them, and we didn't get any casualties either, which I'm really pleased about. So, let's move these guys up. Now, logistics-wise, are we going to be good for logistics? I think so. Looks like we've got plenty. So, now, I have been doing my best to get rid of some of these infrastructural problems, should we say. Yeah, I've at the moment. Oh, that was a bad idea. Okay, never mind. I accidentally cut off this mine, but let's just have a look at that one actually. Yes, metal mine too. I don't want to do that. So hopefully we'll be able to get that back next turn, and I'll try and remember to get a road down there. Let's get these HQs up. These should be enough to take Picard, I think. We'll leave those guys at Aurora. Aurora is a really, really good city, by the way. Look how many people it's got. This is my biggest city by far. It's a metropolis as well. And the civilization score is quite high. We've just finished building an airbase too as well. I think next, we probably should get... Is it a hospital it needed? Let me just have a look at that. Security. I want to keep people there, so let's get a barracks up. And then it looks like we probably should be able to get a bureaucratic office up at the same time. So we'll bring those guys online. Okay, we're heading in towards Picard. Let's have a look at this war here. Now look, they're acting a little bit more cautiously. They did manage to push me back, I think. But we've got this 4th heavy armor brigade, and I think... What have we got that we could play with them? Yeah, Blitzkrieg would be pretty good. Infantry and artillery, this fluid defense, infantry and artillery get 40 on defense, mechanized forces get 30 on defense but 30 on attack. Might be useful. I don't tend to use this card so often. We've also got recon in force. Actually change. I wish the tooltips here actually said what. Look, no initial attacker hit poi. Well, what does that mean? That's useless. But anyway, yeah, I think we've got the capability here to really strike hard now into Deneba. I think their offensive is over, to be honest. But I don't know. They might just be like, sometimes the AI will pull you into a trap. And I do like that about it. I was going to attack with those guns, but we did take hits here. Look, yeah, we did take some losses. Let's try attacking him with these guys, with these tanks. Yeah, these cataphracts are amazing.
All clear, sir.
Awesome job. Right, let's see if we can.
Yes, sir. We're definitely taking gunfire.
I actually didn't mean to do that. I clicked. I wanted them to move here. So yeah, that was my bad. I was being a little bit hasty with the mouse. I think my mouse is set a little bit too sensitive. I wanted them to go down here. Anyway, Wow, these guys are not going to hold up. I really should move them back, but... Okay, that's probably a little bit much for them there. We've got a siege infantry battalion, so let's get these guys down. And then we've also got heavy machine guns. Yeah, let's get the cataphracts moving in. Yeah, I do think it might be wise to start moving second back, although these guys are in entrenched, so maybe I'll keep them just because they'll be pretty useful here. Let's have a look. We've got... Now, these are AT guns. Let's move those down here, just so we potentially defend against counter-attack. Now, let's see if... Oh, we don't want to attack with the AT guns. Let's see if we can get... I mean, I don't know. I don't trust the odds there. Mind you, they don't have a very high readiness look, although the guns do. Do we have any aircraft down here yet? No. Can I build any? No. Let's get some of these Apaches. I want some of those Apaches that we've just created. Where are they? Tactical bomber. Yeah, we can make these look. Maybe we can get a regiment of them. Almost. There we are, look. And we can't quite strap move them, so I'll try and fly those guys down. It might take a few turns to get down there, but those things might be able to... You know, for example, I could use them to take out these. And that would be really useful, because then, you know, my tanks could just directly attack. Let's see if we can get in here with this, with these tanks. They've not got the best soft attack. Yeah, I knew we'd lose something. But that many tanks, they're going to struggle. They're really going to struggle. I'll leave that there. This formation, these guys need to fall back, I think. I don't want to... What are they? Are they soldiers? Are we down? Yeah, we can probably mix those guys into this one. So let's get the 13th into the 2nd. Oh, no! Wow. Well, there's an infantry regiment, a machine gun infantry regiment, nonetheless. These guys definitely need to go back. Okay. More defensive units. We'll put those into the forest. Artillery guns. Yeah, I think I'll move. I think I might. There's 200 soldiers, 300 soldiers. Let's just transfer those together as well. And these guys, yeah, they're gonna. I'll try and move these back. I don't want to just be sacrificing, you know, troops, especially veteran troops. Veteran troops are really, really strong, and you know, you kind of want to keep them really. These guys are on all-out attack. Wow. And we're on entrench. Okay, right, so we've got a bit further here. They are going to have to rethink their plans because I'm now threatening Picard, and more importantly, I'm threatening an encirclement here. Again, I forgot to turn my little pen tool on, but you know what I'll do is I'll probably move I'll move one of the smaller groups in and form a line, and then I'll bring the core in. So we'll form a line here, and then then the core can move in and take Picard, and then that will threaten her. They will have to fall back then, unless they've got more forces. One way of finding this out, of course, is to actually get some spies in. That's the problem with the stratagem card system being so bugged at the moment. Not bugged, but it's being so slow. It really discourages me from using stratagems, and it's a real shame. I think it's this one. Or is it this one? Have a look. It's oh, we don't know what that one is. Matruvi. So we want Matruvi and we want some in Vimar as well. Come on. Okay. Matruvi.
Yes, sir.
Failure. Okay. Wanted more in than that. Yeah, it's quite a high roll actually. Let's just get one spy in.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll get one in on Vimar as well.
Yes, sir.
We'll just get one in on each. That'll do for now. Hopefully they won't take them down. But I might get another one in on Vimar. There we go. Critical success. So we've got double in there. Gonna have a slurp of tea. Okay. We've got some of these other things, look, we've not really used very much. Call to Rebellion's a pretty powerful card. Difficulty is target regime popularity and target zone loyalty. Covert ops roll is made. A success will result in 1d4 the population rebelling and unrest. Critical success will result in 2d4% of population zone rebelling and unrest. And you know, if you fail, there's penalties as well. Those are pretty cool cards. They take a lot of political points though, and rightly so, because I think they're quite strong. Like if you spam that out over the course of a few turns, you could cause serious problems. Like especially like you need plenty of spies in to start doing stuff like that. That's something that I haven't really played with, to be honest. I've really not played with that one at all. And you know, I'd actually like to have a go with some of those mechanics. Get these guys down. Yeah, there's not enough logistics to get those guys down. But let's we'll just try and move these down. Oh, get them down there. Looks like that's the closest that we can get them. This turn, I'm just going to put them here. Okay. So that's another core, and that core level group will be able to. I think what I'll do is I'll move some of the wounded, you know, some of these damaged units back. Unless they've got a real surprise, I don't really think that they might be able to cause me some damage, you know, and kill some of my units, but their time is numbered now. I think their days are numbered. Now, this recon squadron. I want to raise. Let's get some of these fighters that I was building. I don't know if we need a whole regiment. That's quite a lot of machines. I think I'll just get a battalion. Just get a fighter wing up. You can actually use these fighters for. You can use them for recon as well. And I want to try and get some of those up. You know, in some of the more important areas. Like I actually built a few before. So like there's I built some of these Apaches here. Look, and some more fighters. Skull Tower also should probably have some. I haven't seen the AI really use any aircraft actually, so I don't think it's some imminent threat, but it's just useful to have some in just in case. I was thinking, you know how you can get there's certain fighters that, like one of the models I was messing about with was an ultra. I ended up with just a 2 hex range, but it was like a really short thing, you know, like a really cheap thing. You could just you could just have like drones basically surrounding some of your more useful assets. So like a 2 hex radius is actually quite a large way, and you could just have loads and loads and loads of them, and you know, have them just as interceptors, just in case, you know, let's say it's one of your main cities. You could have just loads of these cheap fighters that don't have a very long range, but you know, they every turn they could be really effective in defense. I really like it. Really got my imagination going, wondering how. Just the many combinations that you could come up with. It really is a remarkable game. This a remarkable game, and it's because I'm 90 episodes in, and sometimes I complain about some of the stuff, that it's not perfect in it, and it's not, you know, it isn't a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination. Like, nobody should be complaining, nobody should be saying that Shadow Empire is a perfect game, and but it is a very, very good game. I think it's my favourite game. I think, yeah, I think it's become my favourite game, and for good reason as well. It's just, like I say, it really captures the imagination. It looks like we're losing quite a lot of these walkers. Look, I'm sure I haven't been using them that much. There we go. It's pushing Carrion packs back. Wow, really pushing up on this town here, look. Let's move these. These are really badly damaged. Look at the AI building all this road spaghetti now, because look at that. Why are they so low? I don't remember them getting attacked. Must be starving. Are they getting food, look? Mostly. I've got an encirclement now, look. Yeah, we're on defense, so yeah, I don't have many men there, but now that's going to use 30 action points, and we've got how many left? Do you know what? I never know where to look. Actually, it's got these things at the top. Look, 10, 20, 30, 40. But we might be able to move in there and then back out again, just so we can cut their supply lines. Yeah, we're really not working. We've really not got a lot to work with here. It's an independent infantry battalion. Yeah, we don't have a lot to work with, and these guys are relatively out of supply. I wonder if there's something else that's causing this, these problems. Is it the heat? No, the temperature's okay. It's one thing you have to be aware of, you know. There's radiation and heat in this game as well. Heat, high temperature and cold temperature can really affect your troops, especially early on. Okay, these guys are starting to get more. Oh, so damaged though. They're not even really got very much experience. They just starved out. That's the problem there, I think. See if we can get a sneaky supply cut off here. These guys, it looks like the enemy have got plenty of supply now, actually. So I'm going to move these back. Oh, I just back in with this HQ.
Attack formation. Mission accomplished.
Okay, that's those guys done. Let's push these back.
Attack formation.
Try and kill these aliens as quickly as possible.
Mission accomplished.
As you'll probably remember, it's not always that quick to get rid of them.
Engaging enemy.
That's why I like to kill as many of them as I can. If I've not got, like, at the moment I'm kind of struggling. Like, these guys are starting to get their action points back, look. Readiness is so low though. Morale's 13. Look at that. 13 morale. Let's transfer those guys into the 37th. Now I don't know what that'll do for them. Yeah, it looks like it levels their morale out a little bit. Look, their morale is so low. All of the look, the morale is almost nothing. They're just, I think that's what's happening. I think they must just be melting away because they're probably just running off. I'm interested to see that actually. Let's have a look in the. There's a report for every single organisation. So, sorry, for every single HQ. So what are these guys? These are the 12th Corps. So if we go to 12th Corps, 12th Machine Gun Infantry Corps. So yeah, you'll see that it tells you, yeah, -1 zero gun 5 due to starvation. It's a it gives you a breakdown of everything. Consume 15 of 15 food needed. Yeah, these guys are all starving to death because of the bad supply. I pushed them too hard. Pushed them too hard in a way that they couldn't go, and they're all getting supply now. Look, they're all getting supply, but like they just, yeah, not my finest hour, I'm afraid.
Operation successful.
I don't want to push these, these aliens back too far. And the reason being is because they are sort of helping me keep this, they're keeping the two sides of Carrion packs away from each other, and that's pretty important. Okay, this is like these are the worst units I've ever seen. The most pathetic units. Try and get them just into some kind of formation. I think it's probably wise to disband these. We'll disband them, and anybody who's, I don't know if there's anybody who's got, yeah, they're not even really, they haven't really got much experience. Yeah, that was their poor performance can only really be blamed upon the idiot general that was commanding them, and that was me. So we got these machine gun infantry are closing in slowly. Just see if we can get, yeah, we can get supply here, so get some bombardment going on. I kind of lost some advantage that I had, like when I cut them off from the SHQ with this splitting maneuver, which worked really well. They were all completely out of supply, but now they're starting to get supply. They've rejigged their economy, and they've done really well there. They've done really well there, but I think out that mountain. I think that even though I've lost the momentum somewhat, I should still be able to win this, like, relatively quickly. Do you have some tanks here to deal with? Oh, we've got some tank destroyers though. Let's get those guys down. Dinosaur, heavy tank, 300mm polymer armor plating, 180mm velocity gun. Wow, that might be a bit much for these guys to deal with these, actually. Let's get these AT guns down that direction. Let's make sure I've done... Oh, right. There's still some units to move over here. So, that's right. I've got some tanks. Would these tanks be good against those? Yes, these certainly would be. The laser guns would certainly be better. I might just move those down that direction and go and deal with those tanks down there. And then let's get this armor brigade down where they're desperately needed. Hopefully... Yeah, these are going to be well out of their command range, unfortunately, but that's no problem. Here's where I built some more of these planes. Look, I built some Shining Star 2s. Look, these require a level 3 airbase, but these ones are the anti-armor one. These have got the precision bombs. Quite looking forward to using those, and I will soon as well. Let's get these metal heads down. Let's bring them down this way too. Okay. Have a scout around with those aliens. Photocon probably needs someone there, sat on this city. So I might actually have anything that we can go and sit on there with, I wonder. Maybe not. Move these blockers up here. This looks okay. I just wanted... Basically, I just needed a force here guarding against Montefell. There we are. Now, as we've learned, small units like this can hold quite well if they're on defense. So let's get these guys... Oh, they're already on defense. Okay. Get some tank destroyers in reserve. I'm looking forward to this war against Montefell. I think it's going to be over quickly, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be a long-lived war, particularly. Okay, so the 19th are going to come down this direction along with these tanks, and we're going to try and finish the deadlock here. Let's get these guys replacements. What do they need? They need machine guns. And infantry. Yeah, let's get some battle dress in there. This is the first battle dress troopers I've actually made. Not made any of those yet. There we go, look. They're expensive though, they're really expensive in machines, so that's why I've not bothered with them so far. It's just the infantry we're short on there, so I'll get some more of those battle... Yeah, they take one machine. Although my heavy industry is going up now, so this basically means that we've got some opportunity to start using the battle dress that I've kind of avoided so far. So okay, let's make sure these guys have all got some sort of supply. Be able to attack into those. Go. Oh, these guys are quite short on supply too, look. Awesome. See what we've got down here.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Well, there was a flak battalion, but they didn't fire. Oh, they did attack this round. Orderly retreat, details hidden for fog of war. Okay, so what happened? Oh well, I was just trying to see if I could see their attack values, but it didn't show us anything. So let's get these artillery in range as well. Have we got enough recon? 200 recon there. 400 on this HQ. Let's see if we can strike this HQ. Yeah, look at that, because we got a decent recon value. Gosh. That's got to be demoralizing. Really demoralizing. Shock and awe. These choppers down. Maybe I'll keep... Let's get some choppers down this kind of way. Keep them in there. Keep them in that airbase there. Okay, that's about it. It was me thinking that this episode would be over relatively quickly. No such luck. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that. You'll see that we're starting to. I mean, look, Montefell. I could probably attack them and encircle them fairly well. We'd need some motorized regiments. Yeah, we can't. We don't really have the logistics to get them down there. Maybe we could probably get them as far as here, though. What could we get? Could we get a corps? No. Oh well, it's saying no, but I bet we can. So what would we want? We'd want something like a motorized machine gun infantry. And if we set them so they're not battle dress. That's the logistics that's the issue. There must be a bottleneck. Ah, yeah, it looks like there might be a bottleneck. Let's see if I could actually raise those in the... Which one is the Armoured Assault Infantry Corps again? 950 armour, 420 motorised, and 5,000 infantry. That's interesting. Armoured Assault Infantry. So... They're motorised troops, not mechanised. I haven't actually built a lot of the mechanised stuff yet. I do like the mechanised infantry. Yeah, we can't even build these. What's the problem? Oh, it's yeah. I mean, if we actually use some of the older bolter buses, we could easily do it. Look, oh no, 50%. Oh yeah, then the issue is going to be industrial points. So I need to really, if I'm going to start building stuff like that, it's funny because I've got all this high technology and I've really not used very much of it at all. Like I've mostly just been using really low tech stuff. Let's get some more. Get a flak battalion up actually. Mind you, that they don't seem to be using aircraft, so maybe not. Might just be a bit of a waste. Walkers would definitely be used here in these mountains. Let's get some walkers up. I might get a walker regiment. Oh, we can't quite get it up. And that's the what's the problem here? It's the machines. We don't know how to have enough machines. We could probably build some. Probably going to need quite a lot. And the reason being is because... Let's get those machines. Let's get those walkers. So... There we are. Okay, so we've got a walker regiment now. And... Yeah, we're probably going to need more machines because we're building quite a lot of stuff this turn. So I'm going to build some more. It's good that you can actually manually build these even this late in the game. It's really useful. Build some ammunition.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think that's it, folks. I think that's it. I wonder if it might be worth just not raising the formation. Let's get some replacement troops. How many do we need? 205. Let's fill that army up. I've actually forgotten about replacements for all of these guys. It's like... Oh, I need one more. Yeah, it's I've kind of like neglected quite a lot of aspects of this game. They're not worth building now, I don't think. Armoured transports. 37. That's probably about it, isn't it? Oh, there's a couple of heavy tanks missing too. What are we short on now? Again, because I'm building so much stuff this turn, I really don't want to build anymore. But that should fill that army up. And you never know when we might need it. We're in a little bit of a lull, at least with regards to, you know, crises. we're in a lull of crises at the moment, which is good. Okay, I'll end the episode there. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in episode 91 next time. Take it easy.